Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Wait What? That's right, it's a Wait What. It's where I just talk about a bunch of random shit that is going on. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about, and this big question in the room is, oh, RJ, why are you deciding that you want to put this type of stuff on a different channel? Reason being is because away from what I initially had my other channel at, Chimeca Studios. I want to create this channel, which is Mystical Biscuits, just to be able to have more of a chat style of video architect where I talk about video games if I want to, and talk about other stuff that's going on, which means that it's going to be a lot of stuff about video games, but mainly on just certain little things. Like it could be about streaming, it could be about this. It's other things that are like more broadened out, and I might put some shorts in here. I might do this, I might do that, but it's mainly going to just be about like certain things going on and how I perceive them and how it should be perceived. This is again not just a Blizzard game talk show, but one that's also like, a bit more like this. We will do certain videos where it's going to be me like this, and then we'll be do other ones where it's going to be me, playing a game or something like that. This channel is strictly going to be what my other channel kind of shouldn't be, which is my other channel is mainly for shorts, my voice acting stuff and everything like that. Not saying that I won't have my voice acting stuff on this channel, but it will be more uh, strictly just talk show kind of vibes here. So, I've been saying I need to make a video for a while, and this is going to be what it's about. Not just that it's new channel, new me. I'm going to start doing other certain things, but I'm also going to talk about again the whole Blizzard situation with, well, you guessed it, Diablo. Now, the controversy with Diablo still is overwhelming, and I know this thing with World of Warcraft and everything like that's been alright. World of Warcraft's still been in a weird spot, but realistically, it's been having more content, more fun. Overwatch as a whole, I'm not gonna get into. Um, I hear they're bringing some stuff back, but I haven't played that game in 2 months now. It's been a while since I played that game. It's been, I think, since I think longer than 2 months. I can't remember since Feb. Yeah, it's been longer. Either way, I digress. This game is going to be about Diablo and how they have drastically made the game a little bit more complicated for certain people and then a little bit easier for certain people. Now, when I initially did a video about, I think it wasn't about Diablo, about Overwatch, I showed how some of the things that they implemented seemed a little bit like, okay, so why'd you do this and why was it done? What they're initially doing with Diablo 4 is that they are trying to figure out certain things because it's a live service game. There's things that are in the game that doesn't make sense. For example, the gems being not in their own stash, and the malignant hearts not being in their own stash. Now, there's things that you can do to fix this, and if any Blizzard devs hear it, it's pretty easy. It sounds funny, but apparently how they devised how they did their game is that they did a live service game where you are a player character and you have a certain amount of um, data that is a part of your character. So whenever you log in, that said data is then uploaded to the cloud and spread onto the server, which means that your character will load into the server, which can cause, and this is one other thing that actually has happened, you to crash. Now, once you crash, there's a chance that your character will still be there because it is loaded onto the server, and vice versa. It makes it so you're still on the game. You have to wait for it to log in. Now, I'm not saying that this is one of those things where it's like, oh my God, this is happening. World of Warcraft does a similar thing where your character logs in and it uploads and it's fine. You're there, you're on the server, and you're able to play. It's an injector, and you're there. That's what every EXE does, though, in a sense that you are uploading your cow self onto the game, doing all that. Anyway, I digress because I'm not a fucking tech savvy person. It sounds funny, but they have decided to make it so when you log into the game, there is data being brought to the server, and it means that when you load in, everything that's on your character gets uploaded, which means that you're consistently getting updated, which sounds funny because automatically a game should be doing this, but then there's also a chance that there's something wrong when it happens. I'm not saying that it is something like easy to fix. I'm not saying like that, but there are certain situational things in the game that makes it so these are why you're getting disconnected. Now, another thing, when you are done doing, at the end of the day, I should say, when you are making a game, you have to take a lot of things into consideration. This goes back to the stash tabs and everything like that. If you are going to have a limited amount of inventory space, make tabs for said things that will create issues for players down the road. For example, these malignant hearts and gems. I don't know how many times just this season I've had to push my amount of things I gather from the overworld or in dungeons to almost like not gather them because my inventory's been full midway through things. So for example, I think it was 3 days ago, me and my buddies were all sitting there, we're playing, we're having a great time, and then all of a sudden, oh, my inventory's full. Let me go turn it in, put it in my stash or whatever. If you had your own separate tab that let you have all the malignant hearts in them, it would be easier. Plus, it would be almost like it would be like the gem tab that they're gonna add next season. They should have a seasonal tab for things that you get in the season. So one season you get, say, Malignant Hearts, it'll go in that seasonal tab. Easy. It's something they said that it's more difficult to code into the game, but in the long run, it'll make people a little bit more happy and they would enjoy the process of like being able to pick and choose. Or for example, this is a big one. I know it's gonna sound funny. So it's like similar to the codex. Say you get a malignant heart that's so and does this. Well, maybe you put it into a codex or whatnot, and they'll store it in there, or just something like to store things in. And if you want to trade it in or out, that'd be fine. And you can even give it to your other characters, because at the end of the day, you're also probably buying a stash tab in your storage to mainly put Malignant Hearts. I have a whole entire storage tab just with Malignant Hearts that I use for my character right now. And I've only played one character for the season, so it's an accumulative one. So sometimes I don't even like look if I see the Malignant Heart. I don't even pick it up because I don't know if it's gonna be like bad or not. Um, Another issue that I've been having, and they said that they fixed it last night, which I don't know if that was true, is the DCing. I haven't DC'd much. My friend, he gets on, he fools around with stuff and then DCs. Um, it's kind of gotten to the point where like even all my friends that I've been playing with, which is only two people, they've been saying that they're not going to do hardcore or even have the motivation to do hardcore for that specific reason. We've seen it before too, where people playing hardcore just get DC'd, and if we're getting DC'd and just seasonal, what's the point of doing hardcore? Or here's one that I had to happen the other last night even. Log into a place, find out that the place is bugged. That's another bug where the place just won't do anything, won't progress. I go into, load into a dungeon, and it's literally like, okay, now do this. It just won't progress. I literally go up to the door where it says I have the key. I try to unlock it. It just doesn't do anything. That's happened a couple times too. Okay, now I'm done with like the whole big overview. I've been trying to make that as quick as possible. That took 10 minutes for me to actually get off. So I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter. I do believe that Blizzard should keep just working on the game, making it better. For those who are discouraged playing the game, remember this game is live service, so not everything's gonna be just hunky dory, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Um, they're not going to fix everything in just a span of a couple hours. You're gonna need to actually, give them time. They're doing pretty good with Diablo. The only thing is still the microtransactions are a bit rough. I myself actually wanted one, so I bought one recently. Um, but would I buy another one? Probably not. Had some discounts from because I was playing on Xbox and I had discounts to get more. I think I had $7 or $8 in credit, so I used that. Um, along with I think I got like 500 just from the seasonal pass, which was nice. But still, I'm just gonna keep this one brief. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but I think this is the type of video that I needed to make just so I feel a little bit more at ease and it's out there on the internet. If anyone watches this, that'd be great. Okay, well, I'll be back probably in a day or two to talk about something else. But for now, bye.